there. Good to see you all again. Sorry, just getting some lemon cake out of my mouth. Just a quick one today. I just wanted to go through just a little painting that I've done this week, which was for the Yarrawonga Mulwala Artist Association. So I'm affiliated with these guys and with the art gallery. So they've decided to do some fundraising for our local Friends in Common, which is helping patients with cancer. So they help transport people to and from hospital and do all sorts of wonderful things to support them. So it's a very good cause around town, and you'll find their little donation boxes in nearly every shop across our two towns, our border towns here. So anyway, what we were requested to do was we're all given, here's my picture here, the same size board. Everyone has painted the same size. You could put any content that you wanted. So I wanted to keep mine, because basically what they're going to do is sell these off. I'm not sure if it's an auction or a sale, but they're just going to put them in the art gallery and they'll be available for $100 or less. So it's a good opportunity to get some really fine artworks from some really beautiful artists that are part of that group. And there's even people putting in paintings that haven't been part of the group, which is fantastic. So this is what I did, and I just wanted to share with you, like, this was a very quick piece. I didn't even really film it. You can sort of see it still has a few layers, but I've tried to integrate this aqua color coming through. So this background was from a previous paint that I did for a commission, and it was this aqua green light I added to it. I don't know if you can see that, aqua green light by Matisse, structure paint again. And what I did was I actually used some of that and put it in with the olive green, and the other one was hooker's green, which I had broken down to a really nice light tone with white. So those lighter tones of the olive green and the hooker's green mixed with the aqua green have come up with all of this. There also was a permanent green light that I used, so it's called permanent green light. I think that's what it's called. 2 seconds. Sorry. I actually have everything all set up. So all my greens are all in one spot, and all my reds are in another spot, and all my browns and yellows in another spot. So it is. It's called permanent green light. Okay. And so a bit of that's mixed in there too. You can just sort of see it there. And then what I wanted to show you was, that's permanent green light. That's alpine green. Rightio. So because I can't get this colour anywhere, I don't even know, I think I got it from Spotlight in the end, this one, Liquitex. So you can see the boots colours. So there they are there. Ooh, that was a bit quick. Ooh, dizzy. So this is the brilliant yellow green. So I wasn't sure how that was going to work out. So brilliant yellow green here, but then I also had Australian sky blue here. So you can see all those little things there. And that's Australian sky blue. So this is from finishing off the other palette. And then actually, I don't mind that lime green and the sky blue with this aqua green light in the background. It actually looks quite effective. Yeah, it's really pretty. And so then I had also, this is one of my favorite colors. I actually got this one from overseas. I think I ordered it on Amazon or somewhere. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's Compose Rose, but still the same purchase. Those are my pinks. It's not Compose because it's a hell of a lot brighter than that. Here it is. Okay, I'll bring them both up here. So you got Luminous Red and Luminous Opera. So that's that pink, that Luminous Opera. It's just, so yum. And the Luminous Red is a really good colour that I found for if you want to do sunrises and sunsets. So I've got to try and do more of them. But anyway, I sometimes mix those two and then bring them down with white, and sometimes put in some cadmium orange, and that's a really nice colour too. But anyway, so on here, this is your luminous pink. It's watered down with some white. It's not actually straight colour. Here we're getting a bit more closer to its natural colour. So all these, again, were on a palette that was, oops, sorry, finishing off. So yeah, I just wanted to share what colours I actually use and how I use them on this quick, short, sharp. So brush I use, I have two of these brushes. They're Princeton brushes. Again, I purchased them a can't, well, I don't know where to source them from here in Australia. You probably can, but I actually got them from Amazon. So this one here is what I used to paint that whole picture. So I love it because my paints were getting a bit dry because they've been in my palette for so long, but it's just a light little paint like that. And all I did was I drew out of my head, I wanted kids with gumboots, and this is what I love about this picture. I think I've portrayed the kids by bringing in the teddy bear, so people know we're talking about kids here having a bit of playful fun. And yeah, just a quick, short, sharp of each like contour, I suppose, is what I did to the outline. And then I've built on that, so you can see the Australian sky blue in there. You can see that I've used, there was a dark bluey brown that I made. That was my darkest colour sitting on the palette, so I've used that for my shadows. Used a bit of magenta in there. You can see the magenta, a bit of magenta. And even though from a distance it looks like it's black, it's definitely not black. And just little highlights, like just one little brush stroke like that can just give you the highlight of the heel. So I really like that. Thought I better bring in some shadows so I don't look like standing in thin air. And kept it super simple, so had the sock effect. I wanted the stripy sock like what we used to wear when we were kids. Yeah. So what I like about this picture is it sort of tells you something, but it leaves it up to your imagination. Like I can picture these two kids either walking along, they might be leaning on each other, they might be giving each other a hug. And I really liked it because it's free and easy, and it leaves it up to your imagination to figure out what they're doing. And it's a nice, I guess, for a fundraiser, it's sort of, anyone would like it. And if you've got a mud room, it'll be great in a mud room and things like that. So something completely different, something left field, and something completely out of my head again. I'm actually liking these things that are coming out of my head, a bit like this one over here that I did of Leo. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully that taught you something. This brush, just so you know, is really hard. It's definitely not hair, so it's either, you know, plastic, acrylic, but it's really, really thick. So I like it because these other ones here are just really super fine, and I find that that structure paint just tends to cake on, so you put it on the canvas so it's like a blob. So to avoid that, these are really good because you can get that light brush effect like that if you just go lightly, or if you want to get a heap one, you just dab it on like that. But this is how you can get all your different layers and get so much depth. And it, yeah, that's how I do with my portraits, just constantly layering it on. Anyway, eventually I will film this live and hopefully be able to teach you something. Yay! But yeah, it's been another week. It's now Friday again, and it was time for me to check in and be accountable. Done that, tick the box. And yeah, you can see in the background there, I've got another, this one here. What I wanted to do with this one, and I may come back to you with what I do, was texture paste, but I just wanted to have that background, but then dot, 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 like bring in a lot of depth. But I took a picture of my hand with all the colors that were here, because this is the finishing off of the palette completely with these colors. See, didn't use yellow though, left it on the palette. So yeah, I really want to bring all these colors into here, but like a mush of them. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Anyway, that's me and my brain. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.